So before I get into this review, episode 271 next week of Naruto Shippuden will be a filler episode about Sakura losing her memory, so I probably won't be reviewing that one. Maybe I'll do a discussion instead or something, but we'll just have to see how that goes, see how I enjoy the episode. Alright, so this episode 270 was definitely a little bit all over the place, but there was some stuff that I did enjoy. A couple of the errors in the episode was, first of all, Ino-Shika-Cho, when they were talking and, getting sent on their mission, they said that Kinaku was the guy that defeated, or I believe killed, the second Hokage era, because he did not kill him. They did bring him, the brothers, to his knees, but I don't think they actually killed him. I think they just, beat him really badly. So that was an error in the episode. Maybe it's just misinformation of what they heard, but either way, it was still wrong. And there was some pretty interesting action on the battlefield. I like seeing Darui jumping up and down, running around with the gourd and whatnot, and holding off the I guess Nine-Tails and cloaked Kinaku. And I liked how all the not important shinobis were still putting in some work. Like, we have random ones from the Cloud Village just grabbing him and trying their best to hold him off so that Shika-Cho could show up and stop him and put him down. And it was kind of funny when they show up and they're like, wait, this is the kid version, what's going on? Are they going to be able to do it? Because, they're all thinking that, the originals are going to show up, like Choza is going to be there and all of them, and it's like, you get the kiddie version, but either way, it was still kind of funny, and it's really debatable because a lot of people are going to say this episode, it was trolling, they shouldn't have been able to defeat Kinaku, and I understand where people will be coming from, because in a way, they shouldn't have been able to defeat him, but at the same time, you gotta look at it. They didn't really defeat him. They didn't kill him. They didn't bring him to his knees. They didn't have him knocked out. They tricked him into getting sealed. So, in that aspect, you gotta look at that. It's war. Do whatever you can to defeat your opponent, even if you gotta trick him, And that's pretty much what they did. They did their nice formation. You got, on one hand, Choji jumping up and rolling. Then Shikamaru traps him. And then Ino switches bodies with him. So, they did what they had to do. So at the end, I say, as far as rookies against this legendary guy, should they have won, it's really up in the air. Is do you think that they really defeated him by sealing him? Do you consider that a legit win? As far as war goes, anything goes. So I definitely say it was legit and they should have. And to a sense, they shouldn't have, because for the simple fact that he probably should have killed him, but they tricked him. So it's really, you got to let me know. What do you guys think? Do you think that they should have won, or it was cheating and it was trolling and they shouldn't have beat this legendary guy? I don't know. For me, I think they won in a legit way that made it seem plausible that they could win, because they didn't kill him again. It was just a trick. And then as far as some other aspects of the episode that I did enjoy was, I like seeing, what's his name, Kakazu. He ripped out somebody's heart all ruthless and stuff, and you don't really see that too often. He just sticks in his chest. I was like, oh man, I haven't seen Kakazu in forever. And I believe also, a quick note, Tenten finds something which is going to be very useful in that fight as well. So I'm interested to see that. And yeah, there was some interesting stuff. I like the way the episode ended with Asuma showing up, and we already know Ino-Shika-Cho is going to go up against him. Can't wait to see that whenever we get back to canon. Some of the stuff of the episode, again, it was a little bit slow here and there. It wasn't the most interesting. There was parts where I was like, can we just move on a little bit? So it wasn't the most greatest, hype episode, but there was some enjoyable parts. And I like seeing Tsunade and the Raikage, teaming up and stuff. The anime is really giving you this feeling of war compared to the manga. They definitely are adapting the war elements a lot more better with the anime, and really getting to feel the strategy, they're trying their hardest, it's not a cakewalk. The white Zetsus, on the other hand, once again, have no swag. They are just I don't even know, they're just moving slush, and it's just waiting to get destroyed. Hey, I'm here, you can kill me now. They're really, I don't know, for me, they serve no purpose. Toby, I don't know what he thought he was doing with having all these Zetsus and whatnot, but he's really, if anything, Kabuto is really giving the backbone for this war, because if it wasn't for Kabuto, it'd be just Toby with a Ghetto Mazo just jumping up and down, jumping from here to there. So there really wouldn't be much of war without Kabuto when you really think about it. He really made this war what it is, bringing back all these dead shinobis to help out for the bad guys. So I don't know. Without Kabuto, I really don't see there being too much of a war other than Toby with the Jinchurikis jumping all over the place. So yeah, again, okay episode, not the best. Let me know what you think. What did you think about that whole Ino-Shika-Cho versus Kinaku? Should they have won? And your favorite part. Once again, I might not be reviewing next week's episode depending on what's going on because I'm not too keen about a Sakura filler, but you never know. Maybe I'll enjoy it. That's all I have for this review. Thanks for watching. Hope you enjoyed. Thumbs up if you can't wait to see Asuma versus Ino-Shika-Cho because that's going to be some emotional stuff. Last time we saw Asuma, he was, he died, he was dying, and I can't wait to see what's going to happen as far as the way they adapted for the anime. I'm ForneverWorld, and as always, people, have an awesome day.